control is an illusion. You know this. You feel it. Every time you pick up that slab of glass and aluminum, you swipe, you tap, you pinch. You think you're telling the machine what to do, but you're not. You're just a tourist, a guest in a walled garden built by a trillion-dollar landlord who decided exactly how high the fences should be. They gave you a colorful interface, pretty icons, rounded corners, a user experience. It's a pacifier, a mask. It's designed to keep you docile, to keep you from seeing the gears, to keep you from touching the engine. Because if you touch the engine, you might realize you can drive the car off the cliff. Hello, friend. It's time to take off the mask. Let's talk about the Finder. You know it, the smiling blue face, the folders, the drag and drop. It feels intuitive, right? Like you're moving physical objects. That's the lie. There are no folders. There is no trash can. There is no desktop. It's all just data addresses on a spinning platter or a flash chip. The Graphical User Interface, the GUI, is a translator. A very polite, very restrictive translator that dumbs down the language of the machine so you don't get hurt. But translators have agendas. They omit things. They hide the dangerous words. They keep you safe, but they also keep you weak. The black box, the terminal, is the machine without the condom. It's the raw feed. It's just Finder, stripped of the graphics, the safety rails, and the corporate branding. When you open this window, you aren't asking the computer to do something. You are commanding it. Most people are terrified of this screen. It looks like the Matrix. It looks like something you're not supposed to see. That fear is engineered. They want afraid of the text, because if you can read the text, you can rewrite the script. So, let's learn how to read. First, we have to find the door. You could go the long way. Finder, applications, utilities, terminal. That's how a boomer opens it. That's how an employee opens it. We don't do that. We use Spotlight. Efficiency is power. Command, space. The Spotlight bar appears. It's the fastest way to cut through the noise. Type it. T-E-R-M. There it is, the black box. Though by default, it's usually white. Disgusting. It looks like a spreadsheet. We need to fix that. We need to make this space ours. You can't hack the planet if you're squinting at 10-point Monaco font. Command, plus. Hit it. Again. Again. Make the text big. Make it undeniable. If you're going to stare into the abyss, make sure you can see what's staring back. Now, the color. White backgrounds are for office drones filling out expense reports. We operate in the dark. Go to Settings, Profiles. You'll see a list. Basic, Grass, Ocean, cute names for cages. Pick Pro or Homebrew, black background, green or white text, high contrast. Better. Now it looks like a workspace. Now it looks like a weapon. Look at the top of the window. See that? ZSH, Z shell. If you're on an older system, you might see Bash. Bash is the grandfather. Z shell is the new standard on Mac OS. It's smarter. It has better autocomplete. It's colorful. Don't get hung up on the difference yet. For what we are doing today, moving through the file system, taking control, the commands are the same. CD is CD. LS is LS. The language of authority hasn't changed in 40 years. This line here, this is the prompt. It's the computer waiting for your order, but it's telling you something too. It's telling you who you are and where you are. Let's dissect the anatomy. First part, Sam. That's the user. That's you, or at least the digital identity you've claimed. Second part, the host name, the machine, the hardware ID. Third part, the tilde, this squiggly line. This is important. In the world of Unix, tilde means home. This is your user folder, /users/Sam. It's your bedroom. It's where your documents, your downloads, your secrets live. If this symbol changes to a /, you're in the root, the foundation, the basement. You don't want to be in the basement unless you know how to fix the plumbing. Finally, the symbol, % for Z shell, $ for bash. This is the edge of the cliff. Everything to the left is information. Everything to the right is action.
Why does this matter? Why should you care about a black box with text when you have a 4K retina display and touch gestures? Because the GUI is slow, because the GUI is limited, but mostly because the GUI is a surveillance tool. Every time you click an icon, you are triggering a script someone else wrote. You are following a path someone else paved. When you use the terminal, you are bypassing the middleman. Type ls-la, list all. Suddenly, you see them, the hidden files, the dot files, .dsstore, .trash, the things the Finder decided you weren't smart enough to see. They hide files from you. They hide processes. They tell you it's for simplicity, but simplicity is just a nice word for ignorance. When you live in the terminal, nothing is hidden. You see the file permissions. You see who owns what. You see the structure of the prison. And once you see the structure, you can dismantle it. You can automate the boring stuff. You can batch rename 1,000 files in a second. You can download YouTube videos without watching ads. You can cloak your IP. You can become a ghost. You've opened the box. You've set the stage. The font is readable. The background is black. You know that tilde means home. But this is just the setup. Opening the door is useless if you don't walk through it. Here is your protocol for the week. Type, "Who am I?" One word, no spaces. Ask the machine who it thinks you are. See the name? That's the only truth in the system. Everything else is variable. Next time, we navigate. We learn to move without the mouse. We learn to teleport.